powerful and the not so powerful, the rich and the poor, the men and the women, and we have to look at life as it is. And as a writer, I would say that I always insist that I am a woman, and I am proud to be a woman. And many a times, in university circles, you tend to hear that a lot of work has already been done on women's studies and feminism and feminist writing. It has been beaten to death. So my only answer to my male colleagues is that you have been whining for the last 800, 900 years. Let us do it for another 150 years at least. You got so tired of our whining and our weeping and our, talking about women's empowerment and things like that. But you see, binary is an integral part of life. We haven't yet reached that state of ekatma, ekatva, or ekta. No, we haven't reached that state of oneness. There is inequality at every juncture. And yes, it is true that for a woman, her body is what makes her vulnerable. Because, as she said, as one of our esteemed speakers rightly said, that she cannot walk out at night because she's afraid. And yes, the body makes a woman vulnerable because many writers have talked about the uninhibited sexuality of women. There are writers, poets like Kamla Das, and there are several other writers. There is a writer like Rashid Jahan who in 1920s and 30s, she talked about Muslim orthodoxy and there was a fatwa issued against her. So she was known as Rashid Jahan Angarewali. We have had a wide spectrum of women writers who have talked about the position of women and the real existence of women. And yes, it is very important, I think, that I still disagree that, there is a special category of women writers. Yes, we are all writers. And what is the purpose of an artist? A writer is an artist, and an artist is the one who gives us some tools for living. It leads us to the art of living. But writers send messages, and women also have to speak for other women. Now, the point is that yes, there is the class discrimination, there is gender discrimination, there is the caste divide. We are into several segments, so we all have to come together as one. But somewhere, someone has to make a beginning, and I think that keeping that in mind, it is very important for women to raise their voice. Be it through writing or be it whenever they are accosted by people outside on the street. I always tell my students, raise your voice. Voice is something that has been given to you. So don't keep quiet. Speak whenever there is injustice. Speak whenever somebody tries to oppress you. But speak the truth, because if the truth has to be told, in the words of Emily Dickinson, truth must be slant. So I personally feel that yes, we should be proud, and we as women writers are sharing a forum, and we know the pain and the agony of what it is to be a woman. But there is also the element of celebration, because that life ultimately comes from the Almighty. It's not something that is given to me by a man, but it is something that has been offered to me. And I think as a woman, it is important that I radiate that positivity and I pass it on to the people who come in touch with me. Because it's ultimately all about living and giving. So whatever we have received, we have to give. And the minute we learn to give, be it through our words or through our actions, I think we contribute in a big way to society. So women also have to, accept, not just, and men have to acknowledge their contribution. Men have to acknowledge their contribution, be it within the family or at the work sphere. It has to be recognized. Only then can we be a mutually, cohabiting people. Mutual coexistence would be possible. Otherwise, whatever we might say through our writing, whatever we might say on stage, I think the binaries are there. And in order to dispel those binaries, we have to first stand up and speak for those who are disempowered. And women are certainly the most disempowered of the lot.
Yeah, that's again a very pertinent point. Being disempowered, being a victim of injustice for centuries. And when we talk about Odia literature, suppose we claim that we have a language of 2,500 years old. And our literature, we have written literary history of nearly 1,000 years. But we have hardly 1 or